Good morning. Today is Monday, the 28th of March. It's Kylie here along with Joe.
Good morning, everybody.
Hope you all had a lovely weekend. It's our last week of daylight saving.
Yes, we all get to sleep in an extra hour next week.
For the weekend, yes.
Yes.
Okay, looking at today, we are up slightly. This is looking very nice.
It's very nice.
As you would expect, it's slowing down and starting to move sideways, which would be fair enough. So all good in the world of the All Ords. Just starting off, I want to have a look through some stocks that we've been watching that I think are sort of shaping up and looking okay. NXM, it's done some high highs, high lows, back up to this level. There is a gap. It's not a big gap, but you would expect that to fill and then move along 50 cents. So sort of keeping my eye on NXM. MMI is another interesting one. It's a slow burner, but this is a nice move. Again, now finding resistance at this level of 3.4 cents. OBV is good. It's dropped off, staying steady. So I'd be looking for a break of 3.4 on that one, or a close, because it did try it here. So maybe a close above 3.4.
Yep.
MLD had a breakout last week. It's then retraced back to it. Not much is going through, but this OBV again is staying solid with very little volume. So I'd be looking now, waiting on a break of 87, bearing in mind you've got the big 90-cent level, but the resistance seems to be up here. So something you'd need to look at, because your stop would be, say, at 80, 84 and a half. So you're risking 1 or 2 cents. For 5, with the potential of more, then you'd increase your stop up to 89 if it did break through 90. So quite an interesting stock, MLD. CXO, this has been the darling for everyone's portfolio who's in it. You've had a big breakout here, a long time moving sideways, a good breakout. It's retraced to 75 cents. Now, each one that's going up is shorter lived. I'm really now liking the fact this is staying around the $1.25 level. Again, staying solid. Volume is dropping. So I'd be watching this for probably, to be safe, a break of $1.30. Just to get over this little wick here. So that's something to keep an eye on.
Can I just have a look at LKE, which is a similar stock to, let's see what, okay, so it's doing similar consolidation up there.
Similar, yeah. Again, I'd like this to stay above $1.75 and move in this little area for a while for the next move up.
Yeah, another opportunity.
Another buy entry.
Yep.
Very good, I like that one. DEV. We talked about this last week. It had a big move. Again, I'm liking this little candle today. It's really is just consolidating a bit more. Again, you've got your 50-cent level to sort of work your way through, but that's not a bad one to keep an eye on. And GRR, these guys pay a really good dividend. I think they've just paid one on the 11th of March. Again, this isn't a very good pattern, but this is kind of what Grange does. There's clearly not much buying and selling going on that would have been to do with maybe the dividends or some news, but it's rebounded. So I'm like, if you're not in this, it's filled this gap, it's moving sideways. You could, if you were being conservative, you could wait for that break up the top here at $1.16, or potentially at $1.12, given that it's kind of filled that here. Anyway, so there are some ones to have a look at. Just wanted to do the usual scan that I normally do. There's not many to go through today. AVZ, this is a really interesting one. I remember years ago this was called the GOAT. it wasn't a favourite amongst anyone. And look, suddenly it's at $1. And we were talking about this stock way back when. I think it was even prior to 21. Yeah, it was back at these levels here.
Yeah.
And it's slowly plugged away. It's given plenty of opportunity to get in. $1 was the last one to have looked at. It's moved now, so now we're just waiting. You'd need to wait for your next buy signal.
Mm-hmm.
CRN, this was another tricky one. You could have drawn a little pennant here. It fell below. It then recovered. So a break of $2 or even to $2.10 looked pretty good. It moved very quickly. Kind of hoping for a bit of a pullback today, but it's continued on. So now we just got to sit and watch and wait for another entry level.
Yep.
Here's CXO that we talked about earlier. FFX on Friday, it broke this high level that we had in January 21, which I think has been...
So we're blue skies now. Oh,
yeah, we are. So beautiful saucer. It's kept going. And it's approaching the $1. So I wouldn't be surprised if this hangs around $1, which would be amazing if it does, because we could get an entry there. If it keeps going, well, it keeps going. We just need to wait for an entry on that one if you're not already in it. IPL has gapped up today. That was a really nice pattern here. You could almost call it an ascending triangle. Not really ideal, but this is following a typical ascending triangle pattern. So good break today. If you're not in it, you need to now wait. It gapped up. There is a hole there, so it potentially could come back to fill that gap. So wait and see what that does. MLX, really like the look of this. That is a really good step pattern. Break of 70 today. Yeah, looks really good. In fact, if you put this on a 5-year chart as well, this is just a really amazing looking saucer.
Yeah.
Eyes go straight to this 75-cent level. So you've got a bit of an issue at 71 cents to 75. But yeah, if you're sitting and being wait for the 75 break. Otherwise, I think that still looks really good. Break of 70.
Yeah.
NHC, we buy was really $3. It's broken. It's gone straight to $3.50. Wait and see. PLS, again, bit of a tricky one. It's had another big move. You need to wait for a buy entry, and that's it. So that's kind of it. There's a few there to look at.
Yeah, it's good. Nice market.
Good times. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll chat to you tomorrow.
See ya.